Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Wandering Village. I'm Evie Greenbottle, and we're about to head into a desert, which should actually be completely fine. We've got the two farms up and running, so if we switch one to cactus when we get close, and then the other one to cord, I think we should be okay. Although I believe we are researching, town square at the moment. Have we researched tomato already? I know I thought about it, but it doesn't look like we have yet. So let's take a look back here. And are we close? Tomato we can do. We just need some more clay and actually a lot of water, which we don't have. So going into the desert, we probably will just do corn, and hopefully that's okay. We've got the kitchen. We've got our village doctor in. We don't need that open at the moment, but that has been built. So we will be ready to deal with any poison that might come our way. Now we do need clay, so let's make sure these are targeted for harvesting. We've got 5 available workers at the moment. And looking at Onbu, he's quite sleepy. I mean, I'm hoping he'll go and sleep immediately in the desert, but not in this heat wave. That wouldn't be great. What is coming up here? Tasty looking stones. Yeah, we don't really want that either. So we're gonna need to make sure Onbu's not hungry by the time he gets there. His hunger is at 27% at the moment. And we just finished the research on town square. So if we build that and then we could put some people in there, we would help with our happiness, because we were having some trouble getting enough workers to kind of fill in all the places. So hopefully that will help. We do now have enough Onbu researchers. We could research the sleep command, and we could try to get Onbu just to sleep right now where he is. Although we actually have to research that. It's going to take 18 hours, which is probably not quick enough. What do we have enough resources for? Do you have enough for a heal shroom? But I don't know if that's exactly what we need right now. And I would actually say it's almost definitely not. Also have big pot, which increases production speed by 100%. That actually seems like a really good idea. Spice rack means production of this building yields +1 more resources. But I think big pot increases the production speed by 100%. That seems like actually a good idea. That would use a lot of our water up though. And heading into the desert, I don't think we want to be using our water. So I might just go for the sleep command for now. Although I do need to save up those to get Onbu Doctor and the Onbu Kitchen. All right, do you know what? We'll just wait. Let's hold off on all of that. I think Town Square, getting that built is not a bad idea. We'll just stick it in over here. Onbu is lying down to sleep, and actually he's still in the mountains. So that has worked just fine for us. That means we can continue to make beets here, and we don't have to worry about being in a heat wave. There's a big yawn from our Onbu. Now, the other thing that we definitely wanted to start doing... actually, let's take a look at what we needed for that. It is really definitely time for huts. And we can research that. So yes, we're going to research huts. We got enough clay now, and we have enough stone slabs. So huts is the way to go. It's going to help us with our happiness, definitely. And you guys did leave me some comments about that. So we are going to need to get those in, especially since our villagers' needs have just increased from 2 to 3. So our population hasn't just gone up. So that is just kind of going up over time now, it seems. Whereas before it was kind of attached to population. So needs are going up. We are going to need to get them into better housing, upgrade that housing quality, and also get those decorations in. We've started placing them in. We just need the people to actually have time to go do it. Going to open this woodcutting camp as well to start getting some more wood. I know we do have lots lying around, 510, but let's clear that out so we have space for huts to go into. All right, those Elefleas, we've got 4 Elefleas, but I don't think it's any problem for us at the moment. There is toxicity here, so low toxicity on the ground. I wonder, are the people getting poisoned here? I'm not sure. Let's put one person in as a doctor, just to make sure that if it does come up that they're getting poisoned because there's low toxicity, that they're going to be okay. Onbu's pocket poison level is at 1%, but the Elefleas should deal with that. We shouldn't have any problems. We have started building the scavenger hut. It needs wood planks, stone slabs, and clay. And we have... we've got basically everything we need, actually. We just need a bit more clay, 7 more clay. We have tons of slabs and planks kind of stored up, and we just have one person working in each of those. So it's more about getting our builders just to go over and do that. So I might high prioritize the scavenger hut, and then people might go and do it. Because right now, a lot of them are just harvesting clay. But I did put that as high priority, actually, that they do that, because we were low on clay. And we were waiting on clay for a lot of our research. So once they're done some of those, they should start bringing items over to the scavenger hut. We've got somebody already who's clearing the space out, and now they'll bring things over. Because it will be nice to have the option to go and actually get some of these things here. Eleflea eggs, iron ores, more Eleflea eggs. Lots of Eleflea eggs and mines, actually. But even being able to go to that settlement would be amazing. To get 4 to 5 people, that's a huge number of people. would really make a big difference. We don't have enough housing for all that people, but hopefully we can get these huts researched and get those built as well. Kitchen is currently doing berry muesli. I might switch that as soon as this is over. I might switch over to the beets because we have a lot of raw beets. However, then we are going to be going into the desert and we're gonna have to switch that over to polenta at some point. The clay is really holding us back for most of these buildings. We just don't have enough. Now this is open, but there's just not very many in the area of the clay gathering camp, which is a bit unfortunate. I don't know if it's worth having a second clay gathering camp. That's difficult to say. I think the feeding trebuchet, we should be closing that. No one's going to be doing anything with that at the moment. Huts have now been researched, which is great. So again, though, these ones actually cost 10 wood, 10 stone slabs, and 20 clay. So the recipe for a hut has changed. I'm going to set to have 4 built. We definitely don't have the clay needed for those. Unfortunately, we do have people gathering clay at the moment, but will it be enough? No. Wooden planks are just the last thing to go in. We need just 10 more of them, and then the scavenger hut is ready to be constructed, which is very good news. Hopefully then we can go get those workers. And because huts is researched, we can take a look over here again. Is there anything that we'd want? We could get the advanced funnel, but it does cost 3 tools to build, and we don't really have a lot of tools at the moment, I don't think. We have now enough items to get the Onbu kitchen though, so we could research that one next, and I don't think that's a terrible idea, so let's do that, and then we can start getting those mushrooms and being more efficient with Onbu's food. I'm gonna turn time on. They're gonna get this done in just a second. Someone just needs to come, there we go, and start hammering it, and we're gonna have our scavenger hut ready to go in just a moment. There we go, and we're ready to start exploring the map. We're gonna have to get 2 workers in here. I am going to do that straight away though, and send these guys off as soon as they're ready to the settlement here. Try to get those 4 to 5 people, because that is going to make a huge difference if we have more workers, because now we're down to just 2 free workers, which is not an awful lot. I mean, the other thing is just focusing on the happiness, but we are way too low. We need a minimum of 8 and we're only at 6 right now, so that is not good. Decorations we need, housing quality we need. Those are going to be the 2 main factors at the moment. The other thing we could build is another kitchen, so you always have one doing berry muesli and then one doing like the beets and things. It won't hurt in the future to have a second kitchen, so I am going to put one in, I think. All right, Onbu kitchen has also been researched. Let's put that over here. Put it right next to the trebuchet and our mycelium farm. There's not a lot of space. Gonna stick it there. They don't have too far to carry the mushrooms then, and it doesn't cover up these 2 clay deposits. Onbu is awake, so we are going to be heading into the desert now, which should give us some workers back because we're gonna have to close those air wells. All right, switch these over. That is now cactus. That can go to be corn. These can be closed because they're not going to be doing anything for us anymore. Gives us 2 workers back, which is not a whole lot. The other thing is, if we're not currently researching anything, we could close the research building as well. That would give us 3 more workers. Right, we are in a heat wave now, but our villagers are happy. That is really good news. Yeah, I'm gonna close the research building. That gives us 3 more workers at the moment to get some of these things done. Get these trees chopped, get these buildings in, get some of these decorations in, get some of these clay deposits gathered, all sorts of things. All right, on to day 43. Things are going fine. We're out of the heat wave. Onbu is ticking along quite quickly. This is getting kind of, well, it's over halfway done now, so hopefully those people will be back soon. We do need to feed Onbu just to make sure he doesn't eat these rocks. I think it has to be past this little marker in order for him to eat it by himself. Ooh, some of our flowers and things are going in. Let's just open the feeding trebuchet and we'll just have to feed him some plain mushrooms. And it's only 15%, but what is he at? 47. So we could feed him 3 times with these mushrooms and then get him down to almost 0. And we're going to have a decision to make soon. We could go kind of the northern one and we'd see some more tasty looking stones, or south, and we don't know what to expect down there. There is a light sandstorm up that way. Right, there we go. Onbu is eating. A street lantern has been constructed, so some of our buildings should be getting decoration. Not enough decoration yet, though, to be giving us any sort of bonus. All right, so we could go north and have to deal with a light sandstorm and some tasty looking stones, or we could go south and head back into the mountains. Heading into the mountains is not really a problem. We can just make beets again. Beets grow best in mountains, so it's actually kind of ideal. All right, we're going to throw more mushrooms at Onbu, trying to make sure that he definitely does not eat those tasty looking rocks. Some of the decorations are going in, but it is a slow process here. The clay, I think, is definitely what's holding us back on everything. We have enough wood. We even have enough stone slabs and things. Ooh, but our scavengers have encountered a group of settlers looking for a new home. Yes, pick them up for sure. 4 people, 2 healthy and 2 hungry people have joined our village. That is excellent. I don't think we have enough housing now, though. Total people is 29, total housing is 28. Let's set one of these to be priority. And maybe if you gather the clay from over here, there's some clay back here. Gather that clay and use that for the hut. Get that hut built really quick because that's going to give us enough homing for everybody. All right, Onbu, don't do it. Don't eat those. He sees them. They look tasty. Is he going to do it? It does seem like he's going to do it. Walk, Onbu. No, Onbu will... Oop, whoa, it was a bit glitchy there. Is he going to... Okay, I think we've told him to walk and told him not to eat. So I think he might continue moving on. We are feeding him. We're just preparing the next batch of mushrooms. He is only 36% hungry. Looks like he was going to stop, but we've maybe stopped him and told him to continue going. Should be okay. And we're gonna have to make a decision about this. Oh no, not an Elefleas circus. Oh, we could head into the mountains, but then we'd have to hit another Elefleas circus, which would mean more Elefleas. And we've already got 8 of them on his back now. They've already multiplied. There's some tasty looking mushrooms. Heading straight for Onbu. That's going to help him. Oh man, I don't know. It's gonna be too many Elefleas soon because they are, multiplying. Their eggs have hatched. It's not good because we're not even close to getting the research we needed because we need to get Onbu Doctor, Onbu Pharmacy, Pest Control, and the Decontaminator. It might be worthwhile actually if we put another person in here. So this is hopefully going faster because that seems to be slowing us down quite a bit. Can they store the research notes in here? It must be. This is cutting off though, so I can't actually see. They must store the research notes in here because there used to be, there used to be the research notes library. I don't think that is a thing anymore. I don't see a research notes library. I mean, I could be missing it, but I don't think it exists anymore. The library has been taken out with the change of the research notes. So they should just be storing those in here, I would assume. I can't see them, but also mine's cutting off at the bottom because we are zoomed in UI to help you guys see it. I wish that with the zoomed in UI, they had made more note of that and moved it up. I mean, maybe they will do in the future. Right, we need to make a decision for Onbu though, which direction to go. I think we need to not... I don't want the sandstorm, but we don't need more Elefleas right now. So let's go north and just hope that's not a terrible idea. Okay, nothing left for you guys to do there. Oh, our scavenging party is back. We could send them out. If we go to this quarry, we could get some clay. That seems like a very good idea. Could use extra clay and it'll be our first bit of salt as well. Okay, clay is slowly coming over for this one. It is just taking a while. I mean, they need to get 20 in. What if we prioritize harvesting from that one? It might be a bit faster. There's definitely lots of clay around that they have been working on. We've got 10 available workers as well, so you think the jobs would be getting done fairly quickly. I'm going to put one of the extra workers though into this farm just to make sure we've got enough food. Water wise, we're down to 49. I wonder if we need another worker in the cactus farm as well. I'm going to put an extra person in each of the farms, so we're down to just 8 free workers. Oh, these guys have actually run out of stone. It looks like there's no stone on the map either. No one has been gathering any stone. Oh no, this person, let's enable this building and get 2 workers into that mining camp to get the stone up there. Feed Onbu one more time. His hunger is at 32%. His heart rate is at 4.6. I think it's high, which means he's getting hungrier quicker because of his high heart rate. That's due to the Elefleas, and there are 8. We're not anywhere close to being able to deal with them though. The hut's finally being constructed, which should help with some happiness because now we don't have any homeless one. And housing quality is +1, decorations at +1 now as well, which is nice. We just need more clay. The clay is the big problem. Onbu is now sleeping, which is fine because, we're not in the worry about the path of the sandstorm, and it gives us a bit of time to get this scavenging done. There is a shrine up here which has ancient notes in it, which would be interesting to get, although the clay ones are quite tempting because we do need the clay very badly. It's sort of what's holding everything up. Right, Onbu Doctor is ready to be researched. I'm going to put 3 people back in there, so I had closed that off. 3 workers back in the research building to get Onbu Doctor now, because of course we do have the Onbu kitchen, so that was unlocked, although we haven't actually built it. Again, because of clay. Everything that's kind of held up is clay. Although this one's stone slabs, the town square. And it's because we had run out of stone on the map. Our villagers' needs have increased from 3 to 4, which is going to make it more difficult to get more villagers. We need to maintain a happiness of at least 9 to attract more villagers. Yikes. Okay, we definitely need more people. This is getting very difficult. Onbu kitchen has been built. We won't be putting a worker in there just yet. Onbu's hunger is at 25%. We do sort of need someone to do it, but actually, let's take 1 person out of the mycologist and put them in there. That doesn't change how many free workers we have, but there's just going to be 1 less person planting mushrooms, and then 1 person can go into the Onbu kitchen, start turning some of these mushrooms into food balls, and once we have a couple of those stored up, we can close the Onbu kitchen off again. And the feeding trebuchet can be closed temporarily. That does give us a person back. Onbu Doctor has been researched and a scavenging party has returned, and they brought back 10 salt and 30 clay. That 30 clay is great. We needed that very badly. Now we can get 20 sand and 40 salt, or 10 clay and 30 salt. I'm gonna go for the 10 clay and 30 salt because we need the clay more than we need the sand at the moment. Onbu is back up and walking. That sandstorm should have passed by the time he gets there. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. There's also some tasty looking stones coming up, but I don't think that'll be a problem either. So we'll just have to crack on and see. There's no current research being looked at, so we do need the Onbu pharmacy next because we need to get that pest control and decontaminator as quickly as possible. So gonna just track that one and hope that the research notes come in quick enough, and also those wooden planks. Another hut has been constructed, which is good news for us. That means we've got housing for 34, and we could start taking down these tents, but I'm not going to do that just yet. Those Elefleas are causing a bit of a problem. We're up to 11 now, which means Onbu's heart rate is now at 5, and that is just not good. There's more eggs down there as well, which are going to grow and hatch. Oh, Onbu ate the mushrooms. No, Onbu, no, you're not even that hungry. All right, low digestion. Onbu defecates less often, causing its belly to rumble and the earth to shake. Feed it a laxative to cure this condition. We can't feed it a laxative. We don't have laxatives. Onbu, you ate some rocks, you silly goober. He wasn't even that hungry, which is the worst part. He was only at like 30%, maybe 40%. Right, we're gonna need Onbu to slow down. I need him to not hit that. Can you, Onbu, can you lie down? Lie down. Oh, it's actually fine. You can walk again. Yeah. It's like, I'm happy to lie down, but no, you're gonna have to walk, Onbu, because it has moved past, so we're good now. It was in the red, but it's not anymore. It's back to moving. It's just like, I'm lying down. I'm not lying down. I don't know what you want from me. All right, we're gonna switch the kitchen over to polenta because we are out of beets. Gotta make sure we keep that food coming in. I can't believe how many resources the decorations take now. Like the yellow decorative flower beds, 20 wood and 10 clay. That feels like a lot. Our research has started, so we are actually moving on. We are getting the Onbu pharmacy now. Onbu pharmacy, pest control, decontaminator. We're getting closer to getting rid of these Elefleas. And Onbu poison level's at 4%, which I'm actually very surprised by because A, we're in the desert. We've been in the desert for a long time, but we also have 14 Elefleas. That should be sucking that poison right out. But maybe it's because it only removes poison from the surrounding ground and they're not everywhere. Don't know. A scavenging party has returned and they brought back 30 salt and 10 clay. We've got two options here, the quarry or the shrine. Let's go get those ancient notes. It's also pretty close, although it does take them ages to do things. And our kitchen has been constructed, so we've got quite a lot of things happening here. The kitchen was for, we could have one currently on berries and one on whatever the vegetable is up here. I think we're in the desert, so we probably don't need a village doctor, though I'm going to close that. Let's take a look at the research tree. We need pest control. Let's select that one. We need the research notes for that and more planks. The town square, oh, no. The rumbling has knocked down two of our buildings, so we are going to need to repair those. This one needs to be priority. That's our farm that has been knocked down by Onbu's rumbling stomach. Oh no, and the carpenter has been knocked down. Oh, great, okay. Carpenter, airwell, and the farm have all collapsed. The farm needs to be priority because that's where our cactus is. This kitchen, do we need a worker in there right now? Probably not, but, and this should be polenta, which means this one should be berry muesli now. Onbu is lying down. I mean, this is a fine place for him to lie down. It's not a big deal at all. Look how tiny that storm is now. Oh dear. We're gonna have a choice to make though coming up, and the options are into the mountains plus another Eleflea circus or into the jungle, but we'll have to worry about this nightshade. Toadstools are filling, but we'll put Onbu to a deep slumber. So he would fall asleep kind of immediately after eating those. It's not the end of the world. He just would be sleeping in a poison area. It's not great either, but it's probably the choice we want because I need not to have any more Elefleas. We're at 16 already, and Onbu's heart rate is so high. So I think we will ask Onbu to go south into the jungle. I don't know how that's going to bode for us. The Onbu pharmacy we can be building. This requires herbs, so it makes sense to build it close to where we're gathering herbs. And the Onbu doctor, it doesn't matter where we put that actually. I typically always put it at the front, but maybe we don't need to. It makes sense to have it near the Onbu pharmacy, for example. So maybe I'll stick it in here so they're close together, the herbs and that, unless we put another herb thing over here and then we could put them both at the front. Maybe that makes sense to have like another herbalist up here. No, I don't know. I don't think we need a second herbalist. That seems crazy. All right, things are getting rebuilt though. That's good. So we've got the airwell. The carpenter's going back in right now, which is good because we need those planks for the next research. Our happiness is only okay. Food quality is at +2, which is kind of nice. We are getting 2 different quality foods now, which gives us more variety as well, because they can eat corn, they can eat polenta, they can eat berries, they can eat berry muesli. And our villagers are actually happy enough with that. That's amazing. Okay, we've got one more hut in here to go in. Ooh, a scavenging party brought back 5 ancient notes. There is a ruined settlement we can send them off to here, possibly getting 2 tools, which would be good. As far as tools go, we've got 12 available. I wonder if we need to be putting in more like mining camps or more clay gathering camps. Onbu is waking up and he's on the move again. And we are going to be heading into the jungle soon. At least in the jungle, we should be able to get water again. However, with the water, we're going to lose some free workers, but we won't have to be using cactus anymore, so we can get some more food stored up perhaps. But we'll have to see how Onbu fares in the jungle in the next episode because we are out of video time for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like in the video so that I know that, and also so it helps the algorithm. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.